Good Sunday morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, today is Sunday, October 23rd. We have a lot to talk about today. The ALCS, NLCS is heating up. Both Eric and I projected this at the midway season that the Yankees are going to fall again in the playoffs, and here they are. They're their backs up against the walls. We have some rings to talk about. A couple of championship rings were passed out in the last few weeks. And we also have a new segment today, Paulie's Corner. Paulie's little rant last week went so well, we decided to give him his own segment. So that's coming up here in a second. But before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to our Patreon listeners, people are watching. When you sign up for a Patreon, what happens is you get swag with our logo on it, which, by the way, there's a new logo coming. I have a photo of that we're going to show here a little bit after Paulie's little rant. So when you join Patreon or you donate in the link below to, you just throw us a buck or two, all that money goes to sending people in need to sporting events. Our focus is going to be veterans and first responders, but there's also other people that are in need, like, for instance, Eric and his brother. We're going to send him to a Chicago Cubs home opener here. And that's our goal, is to spread the love, and that's where your money goes to. So we appreciate all of that. And if you have it in your heart or you have a few extra bucks, go ahead and hit the links down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I can't talk today. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. We're trying to build that. So with that said, how's it going, everybody?
Very good.
Very good. Happy Sunday.
Oh, you got your own segment today.
Oh, okay. Well, let's bring it on. Whatever you want.
All right, we're going to start with, yes, Eric.
And Fleek, the Yankees made it one round further than what we said, so we got to give them
we said they were going to get bounced in the first round. They almost did. They pulled it out, and here we are.
The next closest thing is getting swept in the second round. So
they almost blew it.
Hey, listen, man. Pitching is not really all that important during the regular season, but it's everything in the playoffs.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
This time of year, the game changes, man. It's so crazy how you can see the game, how it changes this time of year. And we'll get to that here in a second. But for right now, man, let's get to a Paulie's Corner.
Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what I got? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class. Well, good morning, people. I hope you had your coffee and your muffin, because now it's time to break out the popcorn. All right, I got some rants here this morning. I'm going to start out with number one. This guy, Robbie Anderson from the Panthers. This guy's an NFL professional football player. NFL. He gets paid to put that uniform on. This dude, in the middle of an NFL game, walks up to his wide receiver coach during the game and gets to him face to face like he's going to do something to the coach. What? Are you flipping kidding me? Are you flipping kidding me? This is against the Rams, people. This guy, this clown, thinks it's okay to go face to face with his coach on the sidelines on national TV. You know what? He was frustrated because he was rumors were that he was being traded. He wasn't happy with the QB situation. But what? Coach Wilkes, that dude, he kicks him out of the game. He tells him, go to the locker room. That is the best thing he could have done for that team. That is a breakdown in good order and discipline. That can't be tolerated, period. This is an example, folks, of some of the players in the NFL who are arrogant and self-indulgent, overpaid, and they think they have the right to do anything. They have no social graces. And I'm not painting the whole NFL players like this, but there are some out there that ruin it for the rest of them. All right? This is not good. This is what society thinks you can throw a tantrum. And this is not a tantrum, by the way. This is just simply a rant. All right? But society thinks you can throw a tantrum and get your damn way. Well, you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions. You know what happened to this guy? The next day, boom, he got traded to the Cardinals. Good job, Panthers. You actually move up on my scale on that one. That's one rant. Okay, and then I got another one, all right? We'll call it TB. Tom Brady.
Get him, buddy.
Tom Brady.
Here we go.
This guy, he went from the GOAT to a chump in a matter of 5 seconds with his lousy, poor decision statement. Now, you know what? There's vets out there that say, hey, he apologized. He's got personal issues. Hey, look, I don't wish that on nobody. I understand that. But you know what? This is a sports show, and this is a rant. And you know what, Brady? You're getting it. You compared, you said it's almost like football season is going to the military. It's like, man, here I go again. Like I'm going on deployment. What? Are you kidding me? Just let that soak in for a minute. Now, I know some of you fellow vets out there, you go, oh, let it go. No, I'm not letting it go. He said it. It's on tape. It's done. Unbelievable. It's in the, this guy, again, overpaid athlete, has a choice on how he travels. This guy travels private jet, stays in 5-star hotels, has a cell phone to text. He can do FaceTime. He can do whatever the hell he wants when he's on the road, away from his family. You know what, Brady? You know what? You should have retired. You're going from the GOAT to a chump in a matter of 5 seconds on the statement you made. You gave us an apology, but you said what you said. Brady, you went from GOAT to chump. Done. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm gonna steal a line from a fellow that I served with. Actually, Paulie served with him too, obviously, because Paulie and I served together. When I posted that a while back, my buddy John Foster, who's also retired Navy, his comment was, "I wonder if Pat Tillman thinks the same way." And I was like, "Holy, that is a great comparison." We all know Pat Tillman gave up $1 million and stepped away from the NFL and actually joined the military. He put his, he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. He joined the military. He got deployed and he was killed. That's what happens when you get deployed in the military. You have a very good chance of dying. People are shooting at you. When you're leaving your $100 million estate to go play a football game, it's not the same thing. We're not the same there, Mr. Brady. That's a great.
I don't even think he really apologized. He goes, if I offended some people, I'm sorry. That's not an apology. You know what? Done. Retire, Brady. Go home. Take care of your business.
It just shows how out of touch he really is. He's lost his mind. Really.
Yeah.
Well, he's got all these personal issues and all that, and whatever.
It was a dumb comparison for sure.
Yeah, it was a knucklehead. That was the www.knucklehead of the week statement.
You see it a lot. You see it a lot. Athletes that should maybe call it quits 1 year earlier. So
yeah, and I've heard somebody else. I think it was Beast Mode said the other day when he was on Pat McAfee. He was talking about how he was trying to get a hold of Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson won't take his calls. So you have to go through Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
And Beast Mode said, "Man, I went to war with this man. He can't take my calls. Man, you didn't go to war. You played a game. There's actually people out there going to war every single day. So stop comparing sports to people that are going to war. It's not freaking. I mean, it's not really cool."
Well, I hope some of these athletes that have a mic in front of their face and millions of dollars in their pockets, I hope they learn something from Brady's debacle.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Just despicable. And, other vets, you say, it's no big deal. Well, I don't care what you think. I'm giving you my opinion.
Yeah. All right. So previously in previous episodes, we did a college football entrances, and I have another one I want to show. This one's actually kind of funny. Horses dropping pellets all over the field.
Is this SMU?
Yes. This poor guy has to come by with solo cups and pick up the food. They was delayed by like 20 minutes because of this.
Aren't they the Pony Express? Isn't that their?
I think they're the Mustangs.
SMU Mustangs.
Oh, that's funny right there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So this past week I was up in Michigan visiting my granddaughter, so of course I have to throw another picture of her out there.
Beautiful.
Yes. So
very nice.
We had a great week. We had a great week. I'm a grandfather now, and this is the little peanut here. So it was
Beautiful.
a great week.
Congratulations.
We talked about a new logo. This is the new logo. I made the final payment on it. Now they got to the company that's doing it for me. He's got to take their little watermark, and then you'll be seeing this logo all over the place, along with some swag that's coming up that we're talking about.
That's dope.
Great, some interest.
Yes, sir.
And now on to baseball. This is I found this meme this morning, and I was like, this is definitely has to make the show. The Yankees, out of 81 possible outs, they have struck out 41 times. And like we said earlier on, pitching is everything this time of year. It's the game evolves throughout the year. This time of year, pitching is everything, and offense is like you just hope you can score a run or two. The big bats in the Bronx are silent, and looks like they're going to have an early exit.
You can't. Yeah, so like the game has changed to where you can strike out and hit home runs, but you can't just strike out. And that's what we're doing right now. We're just striking out, and then you'll see like every once in a while we'll hit a ball hard, but you can see that Houston is in the right spot. They're taking advantage of the last year of the shift. But that's part of the game, and they're just putting their field. They're out coaching us.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to have a big thing to do with this offseason because there's way too much talent on that team to be getting swept in the ALCS.
Well, and Aaron Judge is even getting booed by his own fans. I mean, that's how silent his bat is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How quickly the Yankees fans will turn on you. You're the darling one day and the villain the next.
It's the playoffs, man. It's the playoffs.
Just a month ago, he was this close to capturing the Triple Crown. Now he's getting booed. That's insane. He just hit 62 home runs. It should still be fresh in everybody's heads.
Yeah.
Now, just
he didn't play well in last year's playoff. He has a bad playoff record. It's at this point, it's like you can play good during the season for anybody.
Yeah. Pitching is everything this time of year.
Yep. And that Astros bullpen is just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The Phillies they're looking they're pretty fun to watch too, man. That's going to be if it does happen, which it looks like it's going to be a Phillies Astros series. That's going to be a fun one to watch.
And the Phillies bring it back a couple of years too. They give you that. They get hits. They're going to knock you around. They're not just going to hit it over the wall either. And they're down 4-0 yesterday at one point, and they fought back. So they're. I like the Phillies, man. They look good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bryce Harper because he's too. I don't know. I don't want to say bad words on this show because it's a children's show.
Why do you like Bryce Harper?
But what's wrong with? He's just. I'm gonna say he's too douchey.
He's
a
cocky.
Great baseball player, but I hate his style.
He's cocky, but he can back it up. You know,
for sure.
You know,
I mean, he's the MVP.
And he's been on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine since he was 16 years old. So
I get it.
I
just don't like his persona, man.
I don't care if he wears a bozo bandana on his head. The guy he backs it up.
He's an awesome baseball player, man.
Yeah,
sure.
You know, show me the money on the field.
Yeah.
Show me the results. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I like the swag. You don't want them to do that stuff. Stop them. Strike them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it for sure.
It's fun. It's fun and it's refreshing. Baseball shouldn't be a stuffy sport, you know.
It's different.
Let
The
these
game is
kids
changing.
ball out.
Like, I think you have to have a little bit of confidence nowadays. If you want to beat and hit pitchers that are, like you said, the Houston bullpen, you got to know you're going to hit the Houston bullpen before you step into the batter's box. And so you got it.
I think it's a lot of it is he's just not in my city. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If he was in Detroit,
I
I'd be
agree
all
with that.
over him.
Mhm.
I'll be all
I
over him.
completely.
Hey, we'll
agree with
take him in Chicago.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I also saw Jose Altuve has not gotten a hit in the playoffs yet this year. That's alarming.
He got a hit last night.
I think he
Did
got
he?
a hit.
Oh, that
He
must
got a
have
double
been.
last night. Mhm.
Late.
Oh, okay. And that
late
must have
in
been
the
his
game,
first one.
He
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
0-17 for a while there,
Yeah, it was 0 for 20 something.
or 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's not using the
It's
trash
hard to
can
bat
method.
when you're not
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Which
I
is a
think-
joke because they basically just swatted the back of their hands. You know, there was
That's
nothing.
what I mean. Like if they, who's to say they weren't doing other things that didn't get noticed?
Right.
Why would they stop?
Yeah. So I want to talk about championship rings. I have two that I'm about to show.
Ooh.
Stanley Cup rings and then the Golden State Warriors rings. I want you to focus. It's now that the Colorado Avalanche's ring, it's not about the ring. It's about the display. This thing is probably one of the legitest freaking boxes I've ever seen in my life. Check this bad boy out.
1, 2, 3, open.
There's a little video projector.
It's over! They did it! They did it! The job is done! The Colorado Avalanche are Stanley Cup champions! And they will lift Lord Stanley a mile high!
That's awesome.
See the LCD
Very
screen. Lift plan shows them little movie, them winning Stanley Cup. That is amazing.
That's so cool.
I kind of enjoy the way they gave them the rings too. It's more like an intimate dinner, just the players.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've done something really well when everybody looks past the multi-million-dollar ring at something else.
Yep.
Nobody's even looked at the ring yet. They're all mesmerized on this. This is an
Yeah,
awesome
they're just-
video.
That's a hell of a presentation.
That is. It is. Bravo to the Colorado Avalanche. It's other organizations should take that.
If I was one of those players, I'd be sitting there bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
That was
Very
awesome.
Bravo, yeah.
The next one is obviously the Golden State Warriors rings. I have some stats on this ring. The first thing I want to point out is I'm not really sure I like this, but there's a trap door on the top of the ring. When you spin it open, there's the everybody's ring is different. There's like for Steph Curry, Draymond, and Clay, and one other player. They have the four
trophies
inside there, but everybody else there's only one. So I don't know if I really like that. I think everybody's ring should be the same. I get it, man. These guys are the core of the team, and they earned 4 rings. But I don't know. I'm just kind of on the fence about that one. But
I kind of like a little bit of individuality.
I think it's cool.
So in the Golden State Warriors rings, there's 16 carats, and it represents 16 wins to win that championship.
Cool.
0.91 carats of white diamonds. 91% represents their average home wins throughout the year. So I love that they put these stats into the ring. The 2022 ring resembles the 2015 ring, which is where they started when they first started winning. And it was the 2015 ring was like the shape of the Oracle Arena, but they have a new ring.
Yeah.
2022 is represents the Chase Center. Down the sides of the ring, they have the Chase Center. There's 7 carats of yellow diamonds, which is a rare gem that took the jewelers months to find all these yellow diamonds. And they had to source them from Belgium, Israel, India, and Canada. It took 5 weeks to make 65 rings, and each ring took 40 to 50 hours per ring to make.
Wow.
The face of the ring is the Bay Bridge, and the Bay Bridge has 43 white diamond baguettes in it, which represents Steph Curry's 43 points in the Game 4 of the finals. That's pretty cool. Another stat they stuck in there.
Yeah, there's so much correlation between these professional athletes and the military. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So this is the ring right here. These rings just get freaking better and better every single year, man.
Yeah, I really like those. Those might
cool.
be my favorite of the year.
I like those too. Those are cool.
Yeah.
If I had one of those rings, I could retire.
I do right here.
You had. Don't you remember when you got one of those rings after your deployment, Paulie?
Yeah. It was filled with. Yeah, it was filled with nothing. Your payback was you get off the ship for the first time to go see your loved ones after being gone for 8 months. Yeah, there's a lot of comparison between the military and these professional athletes. Shut your guys' mouth, professional athletes.
Here we go again, Paulie. Hey, you had your 30 seconds. So I would love to see these jewelers like combine these rings, like take the box of the Avalanche and take the ring of the Warriors and make it something like that. I love that presentation of the Warriors, but the presentation of the Avalanche, but the Warriors are amazing.
Ring of the Warriors was cool. I think
the details.
If the Raiders won, their presentation would be ridiculous at this point. You saw their season ticket presentation. So,
hey, could I segue into college football for a second?
Yes, sir.
So we got a lot of teams that are 6-0, 7-0, and now we're getting into what I call the cream of the crop is going to start getting weeded out here pretty soon, because you got all these undefeated teams now starting to play these big schools, and this is going to be a great next couple of weeks in college football to see how this all falls out.
Yeah, exactly, because in the top right now is Michigan and Ohio State, but they have yet to play each other, so there's definitely going to be a loss there. I know these Alabama fans, they're all dejected because they lost to Tennessee, but hey, listen,
they'll be in the playoffs.
Tennessee will be right there. They'll make the playoffs, and if Tennessee has to play Alabama again in the playoffs, I'll take Alabama all day long.
Or the SEC championship. Yeah.
Will they play?
No. I'll take the Vols. The Vols, baby.
Will Tennessee and Alabama play in the SEC championship, or are they in the same division?
I think Georgia would have to lose to Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, I understand your statement, Fleekster.
No, they're not in the same division.
Oh, okay.
There's potential for them to play again.
Oh, I can
But,
see why you pick Alabama, because Bama doesn't lose twice to the same team. I get that.
SEC
talked
team
about-
is not going to lose twice. Look at Georgia last year.
We talked about this in the show last year.
Yeah,
For the national championship.
yeah. I'll pick
Yeah.
Georgia all day long after they lost to Alabama, and vice versa. And I'll pick Alabama all day long over Tennessee the next time.
Yeah, they don't lose twice in one state. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. But
Yeah,
my
so-
heart is with the Vols.
Oh yeah, I would definitely love the Tennessee to roll over everybody and win a national championship. But
Georgia and
Saban
Tennessee
is
are in the same
Saban is the
division.
real deal.
And they play Georgia and Tennessee play each other, right?
Yeah,
They play each other not
next
just
week.
upcoming weekend, the weekend after
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that'll-
that's it.
They'll sort themselves. That one will sort itself out. The Georgia
Well,
and Tennessee.
Yeah,
We'll
but
be
then, so
at
as long
the
as-
Vols and Kentucky game next weekend, and then the following weekend is when the Vols play Georgia. All right, thank you.
they as long as Alabama wins out, they'll win their division. So
Yeah,
which they should
And
win
then
out.
they'll be forced to win the SEC title game to get into the playoff.
yeah. They'll have to play either Tennessee or Georgia.
Right.
Honestly, so at that point, if they're top, how many playoff teams are there? Is it still just 4?
Four.
They're going to be considered with 2 losses.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guarantee you, if they lose the
Yeah,
SEC
I
game,
guarantee
still
they
gonna be
would, too.
considered. So
Because you're going to have either Michigan or Ohio State sitting on the rim also, but I guarantee you the college group that selects these teams, they're going to
The
take
committee?
Alabama all day long over a Big Ten team.
Clemson's probably not going to lose again this year either. So they'll
Yeah,
be considered.
Clemson will be. If Clemson runs the table, they'll be in. That Michigan / Ohio State winner, the undefeated Big Ten team will be in, and then probably 2 SEC teams, like always.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Didn't
definitely
Clemson
won.
almost lose yesterday. Yeah,
What's that?
I think Clemson almost lost yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they had to come back. They were
Syracuse.
losing at halftime to
Yeah.
Syracuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Syracuse blew it.
And Ole Miss lost to LSU yesterday.
Yep. And the Vols, they killed the team yesterday. Tennessee.
UT Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, Martin. They killed
Paulie,
them.
hey, Paulie, you're getting some love.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well, thank you for your support out there. And remember, folks, everything that we're doing goes to support taking a vet to a sporting event. So that's our mission. Thank you.
Yes. Francine, I 100% agree with this statement. I'm tired of Alabama. I'm tired of Alabama
Yep. Same.
every damn facet of the game.
Yep.
Not
Yeah, I'm
just
sick
me.
of-
I mean, I'm ready for somebody else to step up and be.
You got to beat them, though. You got to
Yeah.
beat them.
You got to beat them.
Well, the Vols did. So
Yeah.
see, they might have to do it twice though.
Oh, it's just exciting, guys, right? Going into the last segment towards the end here. It's going to be such great football to watch, you know.
Michigan State's this weekend, upcoming weekend. That's a big game in Michigan.
That's always a good game.
Yep.
Yeah. Today we have the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys head to head, and for some reason I picked the Lions to win in our.
I saw that.
Films.
I thought you had given up on them.
So I was
Back
kind
on
of
the
hoping
bandwagon.
Swift was going to play, but now they're saying he's out again.
Yeah, he's out. Swift is out.
So that I was kind of like, if you have Swift and St. Brown and those guys, everybody healthy, they're going to beat Dallas. But without Swift, no, they're
Isn't
not.
Dak back?
Yeah,
Dak's
Dak's back.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something about McCaffrey getting traded to the
Oh
Niners.
yeah.
So that's a big story right there, because McCaffrey now joins Deebo Samuels in that offense on the 49ers. And I'm going to say, I think right there, I think the 49ers are playing, let's go. We're going for it, because now they got Jimmy G at the helm.
Yeah.
And with Jimmy G, Samuels, and McCaffrey back there now, they're making a run for it. But they got to beat the Chiefs that are playing. They're playing today, I believe.
Yeah.
They got to beat the Chiefs, because that's a big game right there. And so we'll see. It's getting interesting in the NFL.
How's their offensive line? Because they got a great 7-on-7 team, that's for sure.
Yeah. The Chiefs
And Shanahan always favors like the running backs too. So McCaffrey's going to thrive in San Francisco.
awesome.
Well, who do you cover, guys? You got 2 receivers / running backs that are world-class, athletes. So how does the defense even come up with a scheme to stop them guys?
And the only thing I worry about is McCaffrey getting hurt again. That guy's so fragile.
Yeah.
But if he's healthy, I love
could
that move for San Francisco.
And you
love
could
it.
split the reps a lot more in San Francisco than you could in Carolina. In Carolina, they relied on him. He was
Yeah.
either
Well, that's
getting
all they
screen
had.
pass or getting the ball handed off to him. He'll be able to hit the sidelines. He'll be able to actually come off the field on offensive down.
Yep.
So that's huge. That's huge.
Big news right there.
Yep.
Yep. I love
big
that.
move by him.
The Chiefs are beatable, but they have to put the quarterback on their butt.
Oh, plus they have George Kittle. Don't forget about him. George Kittle is still very good.
And they got Kittle too. Yeah. Tight end.
And I think I saw this morning Bosa's back, so that defense is going to be bolstered a bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be
they're pretty
sure.
good team.
Well, we'll see. A lot of good stuff coming up here.
Who do they have this week?
It's Kansas City.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay, yeah. That'll be good at home.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Paulie's Corner is here to stay. People love you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for the support for our program, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, and look out for some swag. I'm looking for some swag. Apparently, everybody wants hoodies, so maybe we'll start with hoodies. Maybe we'll start some small with hats or something. I don't know, but all the money that's generating that will just stay in the pot and just keep building up for that. Everything, all the money will go to the cause. But since we don't have our pick'ems, Jason was away from his computer all week. I do know that because he stayed at my house, and I took my computer with me so I could do some work on the podcast. But he stayed at my house to watch my dog while I was out with my visiting my granddaughter. So I'll just go over the games real quick. The NFL games today. The Colts at Tennessee. So I think I probably like the Titans here on that one. Even though the Colts always give them fits, but the Colts are hot garbage this year. The Lions at Dallas.
Can't find a quarterback.
Yeah, right.
Hard to play without a quarterback.
I think even though I picked the Lions in our weekly pick'em, the Cowboys are going to run all over Detroit.
No way the Lions win. No way the Lions win. If you have any Dallas offensive players on fantasy, start them this week. They're going to all go off. Monster.
You might get some backup points out of some players there because they might start subbing players if they get too big of a lead.
Yeah.
The New York Giants, the New York Football Giants at Jacksonville.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
Giants look good this year.
Yeah, surprise team of the NFC.
I don't know how. I don't know what changed, but
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he's a beast, but he's always been a beast. It's not like we didn't think he wasn't going to be a beast. Daniel Jones is not turning the ball over as much.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is turned into a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah,
Barkley was hurt last year a lot.
Yeah. The next game is Paulie's buddy, Tom Brady, and the Buccaneers.
Oh, your boy
at Carolina.
I said enough.
If I was a bet man, I'm taking the Buccaneers and giving 13. I think the Buccaneers are going to roll all over them.
Carolina's in shambles right now.
Do the Panthers have enough players to put on the field? I don't feel like they don't have enough of a team.
The next game is another one of Paulie's favorites, the Green Bay Packers at Washington Commanders.
Go Commanders. Go Commanders. Go Commanders. Hey,
Packers are only by 4.
Rogers, you need to retire too. You know what? You're looking goofy out there. You're looking goofy. You guys are
Save it for next week.
Save that one for next week, man.
We'll go one by one down the quarterback list.
Atlanta Falcons at Cincinnati.
Atlanta at Cincinnati. Cincinnati needs to do something. They got to bounce back eventually.
They got that Super Bowl hangover.
This hangover has lasted a long time, man.
Yeah, this is not good. They're not. Nope. They had a Cinderella season last year. That's for sure.
They're young. They're young, and you give them a little bit of hype, and they run with it and go to the Super Bowl. But then you get down on them a little bit, and they don't have that captain to turn things around.
Yep. The Cleveland Browns at Baltimore.
Baltimore looks okay, but they blew it to
crappiest football organizations next to the Detroit Lions. I think it must be, you know what it is? It's in the Lake Erie water. It's got to be. Any team that's along Lake Erie, man, stop drinking that water, guys. Come on. The New York Jets at Denver.
Hey, Jets
may be the
Let's,
surprise team in the NFL this year.
Hey, Wilson's out. He's got a bad hamstring.
they've got New Jersey's got a couple of winning football teams this year.
Yeah,
horrible this year.
Yeah, Jets went into Lambeau last week and put the whooping on the Packers.
Yeah. I'm excited. Have you seen that video of the kid at the beginning of the season? He was interviewing one of the players, and he said, "My dad takes me to get ice cream every time the Jets win. So how many times am I going to go get ice cream this year?" And it was a rookie, so he's like, "Oh, a lot of times." So now every time they win, they're like, "Johnny, go get your ice cream."
Did you guys see Sauce wearing the cheesehead helmet?
Yeah.
Last week at Lambeau? That was fantastic.
Awesome.
That should be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, for sure. The Houston Texans at Las Vegas.
And Las Vegas too. What happened there?
Yeah.
The Texans, there's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, Texans are terrible.
I swear, if they needed to move a team, that would be the perfect team.
Hey, we get some comments in there. I just saw stuff coming by. I can't read it though.
Oh, yeah. Francine said, such a great podcast. Thank you guys for your knowledge, expertise, and opinions. This is awesome. Next year's sports podcast of the year goes to NBR.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to enter in the veteran podcast for sure next year.
Love you, babe.
She also said Lake Michigan water is no better. Yeah, thanks, man. All right, Seattle Seahawks at the Chargers.
Chargers all day.
Yeah, we already know that, John.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. I will not calm down. I have nothing else to cheer for now.
Kansas City Chiefs at the 49ers. Kansas City's only favored by 1 at San Francisco.
Yeah, but that game changed from when we turn our picks in on Thursday till now. There's a whole new roster.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be a good, exciting game. We'll see how much McCaffrey gets in there.
I want to see their offense go off.
Might be the game of the week right there. Let's focus on that.
Is that the 4:00 game?
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And then at 7:20 tonight, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at Miami, which I'll take Miami.
Go Steelers.
Yeah, Tua's back too.
Yeah.
Go Steelers.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how he plays after getting his
bell rung
beat out.
Yeah, I want to see. How he handles that first big hit. If he hops right back up, or if he.
It's scary, man. It's scary. I want to see him handle it well, but at the same time, you know what the consequences are.
Okay, somehow the Chicago Bears got a Monday night game. Chicago Bears at New England.
Yeah.
New England's favored by 8.
Stop Bears. Stop Bears. Stop Bears.
Oh, let me see what we got here.
New England hasn't been consistent this year.
Bears.
There it is.
Bears.
Hey, it'll be a good game. Why? Because the Bears are playing.
Hey, well, guess what? This is our longest running podcast, 40 minutes.
We had a lot to talk about.
Records are set.
I'll talk about and add new segments, Paulie's Corner.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right.
Yep.
You guys got anything else to talk about before we sign off?
Paulie, any more rants?
Yeah, you got anything else in the tank, or you want to save it for next week?
I could rant. I could keep going here. It's
so
up to you guys.
The funny thing about Paulie's rants is why we think it's so great, because during the week we're in group chats all week talking about sports and what we're going to talk about. Paulie is the biggest hater of the whole of the 5 of us, so it just kind of fits him. Paulie's Corner just fits him. And look, he's in the corner too.
Why am I a hater? I'm just
every week you tell me you hope my teams lose.
People want to know how it really is. I'm telling them the way it is. That's the way it goes. No, nothing personal. Boom, bam, bam. Have a happy Sunday, everybody.
I got my Kobe shirt on for you. The GOAT shirt right here.
Here we go with Kobe now. The GOAT. Rest in peace, Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace. You were a great one.
The greatest of all time.
All right. Well,
no. That was Michael Jordan. Here we go again. Winter,
Are y'all
Michael
done?
Jordan, the greatest.
Yeah, if you don't cut it off, we're going to be on for another 40
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. We got
Yankees come
keep,
back 3-0.
Paulie
Come
on a
back.
short leash.
Much love, everybody. Have a blessed Sunday.
All right,
Sure.
go Astros.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yankees.
And don't
Come back.
forget, hit the links in the description. Send us a buck or two. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a good day, everyone.